Pay attention, you bastards.
So Jessica Dime is on here breaking down. She's saying, I influenced these little girls to be strippers and I wasn't trying to. And she breaking down and she heard about it.
Everything I do, I try to do it with the thought of people are watching. Like girls look at me. Like when I had my show, a couple of the girls told me, they was like, I've been watching you since I was a kid. And so I was like, dang, since she was a kid. Did I influence you to be a stripper? Because I never wanted that to be it, I just was living my life. I never wanted to influence nobody to get no ass or be no stripper. That was just my path. Because I know I got a daughter. And I don't want to be a bad influence on any of the women.
Truth be told, this is how I feel about it. Y'all know, I ain't really got no filter like that. I ain't politically correct. I'm going to tell the truth. And a lot of y'all going to hate me for this. And a lot of y'all going to sit back and, oh, you judging. You don't know. You don't know what they go through. You don't know what I don't care. Okay? I don't care. That's the truth. I don't care. Okay? The truth is the truth. At the end of the day, I want y'all to listen closely. Listen closely to this and stay till the end because I want y'all to really get the message. A lot of people do things throughout life and they'll say to themselves, damn, when I was 21, when I was 25, when I was 30, when I was 35. Listen, I give excuses when niggas is teenagers. That's it. And even then, you questionable still. But I give excuses when niggas is teenagers. What people don't understand is that whatever you do is just the reality of it, right? Nobody perfect. But whatever you do, there's a cause and effect to that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's when she gets on there and she said, oh, well, I'm sorry. I get it. I get it because you were going through a tough time and I understand. And I'm trying to have more empathy. My wife told me I don't have enough empathy. So I'm trying to have more empathy. But I do understand. When you're doing it, just know what you're doing. When you're dancing, when you're stripping, when you selling, when you own OnlyFans, when the nigga selling packs and he doing that for you, when the nigga pimping and he do it for years. Oh, well, that's the only way I can get money. That's all I got. All I can do is dance. It's the only opportunity. That's fine. That's fine that you feel that way. But the reality of it is that just while you're doing it and when you choose to be done, understand that, listen, one day you're going to look back and say, damn, I did that for money. Even if you the nigga that's scamming niggas, I'm going to call it across the board. Even if you the nigga that's scamming niggas, just understand that guess what? You're going to eventually have to look back and be like, nigga, damn. I scammed this. Me. I've done shit in the past. I look back like, damn, I robbed this nigga house. Damn, I done this. I cheated on her. I did this. It is what it is. So my whole thing is just think about that while you're doing it. Because the reality of it is that you didn't have to do it. You chose to do it. You didn't have to scam that nigga. You didn't have to hop on OnlyFans and do it. You wanted to make the quick bread, which we get it. Oh, well, you don't know what I have to do because you don't have 3 kids and you don't have the bills and you don't have a mom that wasn't there and a dad that wasn't there. I get it. We get all of it. But guess what? It's a chick just like you that came from the same situation as you that didn't choose OnlyFans. It's the nigga just like you. They came from the same situation as you. Guess what? He didn't choose to scam nobody. It's a nigga just like you that choose to not hit no licks and rob nobody because the nigga was like, bro, that's bogus. Especially when you a whole ass adult and you still doing it because you know better. So when people get online and they be like, oh, well, I'm sorry, because, you know, I taught little girls to do that. You knew what you was doing. When you was in your 20s and 30s and you still was doing it, and now you 40 and you like, oh, yeah, you knew what you was doing. Like I said, I lightweight give passes to kids. I lightweight give passes to teenagers because truthfully, you're not even looking at what the effects is. You so young. But when you in your 20s and your 30s and you early 40s and mid 40s, you now I gotta look. I don't know. Everybody comes from situations, is what I'm getting at. For those of you who hop in my comments, well, you're judging and you're listen. Everybody's situation is different. Right? Everybody came up different. Everybody had different opportunities granted to them. Right? And some people chose certain routes and some people didn't. Right? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I've done things, like I said earlier, I've done things that I look back and be like, damn, nigga, you didn't have to rob that nigga. You didn't have to go up in their house. You didn't have to, try to break into their car and steal their shit. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta look back and be like, damn, nigga, like you gotta reap the benefits of that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you was putting it out there, and the people who was looking up to you, whether it's your nephew, your little cousin, or your little homie that don't got no father figure or don't got no big homie, he looking up to you. You know what I'm saying? You set a fucked up stage for him to, you know what I'm saying, come after. That's what you did. So my whole thing is nothing wrong with going through your own shit and saying, hey, listen, I did that, but I learned from it. For me, it's just about how long did it take you? Because when you start seeing motherfuckers in their 30s and 40s and 50s and, oh, well, I decided to stop the OnlyFans because. Granted, shit happens for different people at different times. But all I'm saying is this. While you're doing it, while you're a full-ass adult and you're grown and you're doing it, at the end of the day, look at what you're doing when you're doing it. Yes, when you can hop on OnlyFans. For girls, it's on OnlyFans. I ain't nobody to judge you. I'm just speaking my mind. You can hop on OnlyFans. And you can tell yourself, and you can tell the world, and you can, well, I have to do this because this is the only way. No, it's not. McDonald's hiring. You too cool for McDonald's. Let's call a spade a spade. Chick-fil-A hiring. You too cool for Chick-fil-A. Target hiring. You too cool for Target. You got YouTube where you can not only get on here and make content and monetize yourself and get paid, but you can get on YouTube and go to YouTube University and learn on YouTube University how to do a skill, how to get a skill, and how to take that skill and build a clientele for yourself on YouTube. You can go to TikTok and type in how to do this. You can go to Google or ChatGPT. ChatGPT, how do I do this? ChatGPT, I'm fucked up right now. How can I make some money? Because I'm tired of struggling. And nigga hit you with a hella ideas. We're not in the same day and age like when your mama was young, like when your grandma was young. It's not that day and age. So people try to play the role like this is the only I can't do anything. And what if you don't got, Andre, what if you don't got a computer? Oh, okay. Go to the library, nigga. What if you don't have a library card? There's things that you can do. All of that, I have to do this. I had to do this. Yes and no. Yes and no. Now, there are certain scenarios, and I'm going to give y'all a perfect example of this. There are certain scenarios where motherfuckers might have really had to do that. Prime example. I don't know if you ever seen the show on Netflix, Queen of the South. It's called Queen of the South, right? On the show is about pretty much Griselda Blanco. That's pretty much what it's about. It's not saying it. That's her name. They're not saying it's actually Griselda in the show, but pretty much it's about a woman who becomes a drug lord, right? What happens is when she was young, she got kidnapped, right? They kidnapped her and put her in a situation where she had to sell drugs. She had to get out of that situation. They forced her to do it, right? They forced her to do that. And for a long time in the show, she's trying to get out of having to do that. But she keeps getting sucked in. In that case, if that's the case, when you had somebody forced you and you had to do it to get out, then that's the I can't say that, damn, nigga, you had an opportunity, because you didn't. Because you were forced as a kid to do that, right? That's totally different. But for the people that, nigga, you know, bro, why are you doing that, nigga? Your mama had a good job, your daddy had a good job. What are you talking about? You ain't have to do that. You wanted to do that because you said to yourself, damn, if I work at Target, that shit slow money. I could go get a job. That shit slow money though. But even here they out there balling. These niggas out here riding foreigns. Nigga got the rollie on with the bus. That damn, nigga, I can't be no barber. I gotta be. So for those people, nigga, you got a choice. You got a choice. So my whole thing with this is this. All of that looking back and crying and online and you could realize what you did and you can be like, yo, it's fucked up. But at the same time, while you were doing it, you didn't say none of that. Again, when you're a child, I want y'all to hear me clearly. When you're a child, a teenager, and you don't know no better, that's a totally different conversation because your mind ain't developed enough to even know better. That's totally different. When you a full-ass adult and you're doing this as a full-ass adult that know better but choose not to do better because you wanted to get the quick bread, all of that, I'm setting, you knew what you was doing. No difference from the nigga who choosing to gang bang at fucking 30 something, 40 years old, nigga. You know what you doing. Then when you get wrapped up, oh yeah. Hey son, I love you. Your son, you don't have to do what I had. No, nigga. You wanted to be cool so bad your goofy ass put yourself in a situation, now you can't see your kids, nigga. You're not the same nigga as the nigga that didn't have no choice and had to do what he had to do and was born into the life and tried to get out time and time again but couldn't get out. It's not the same people. So that's what I'm saying. So I think that what we can take from this situation is we can say to ourselves, damn, well, let me think about what I'm going to put myself into. Because everything that I put myself into has a cause and effect. It does. Everything I put myself into, there's repercussions for that. The good and the bad, right? Everything I put myself into, I have to look back and be like, damn, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You did that. You could have did that different. You could have, you know what I'm saying? And I say to myself, well, damn, bro, like, you know, you gotta just tighten that up. I'm not going to get on this motherfucker crying to y'all. Man, I knew I shouldn't have invested in that business. Nigga. I'm not about to do it. I knew what I was doing. I knew the risk I was taking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just a matter of knowing what you're doing as an adult and making better choices for yourself as an adult. That's really what it is. Again, no one is perfect. This ain't about me saying Andre's perfect and I don't make mistakes. It's not about me getting on here and saying, that person's stupid or this person's stupid and I'm perfect. It's not about that. This is about me understanding that when you're doing something, just know what you're doing. Know what you're signing yourself up for. Know what you're signing your family up for. If I get out here and I be a certain type of nigga, I gotta know that my daughter's looking at me and she's saying, hey, listen, that's what I see as a man. Again, I'm not saying I'm perfect. No one's perfect. I can't be if I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make mistakes regardless, that she's gonna look at it and say, hey, listen, damn, I ain't like that. I ain't like how he handled situations like that. Or I don't like how he handled me in that situation, or whatever the case may be. And it's all you can do is work on yourself and get better and better and better and understand your mistakes and how you can better yourself. But what you can't do is consistently do the same shit over and over again, expecting change, for one, but keep doing the same shit over and over again, and then say to yourself, well, shit, damn, now after you done fucked your kids up, after you done fucked the younger generation up because they watching you on a platform, now you feel bad. And you get online crying and shit. Whole time, you was doing that shit as an adult. So that's why I don't respect it. I just don't respect it. You see people doing shit as an adult, as full grown adults, then hop online and be like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing. Now, if you were affected by drugs and your mind wasn't right, then okay. If you were not of your right mind, for real, like that plays a part, because that's a real thing. But if you were a full-grown adult and you knew what you was doing and you had your marbles, right? You had your marbles and you knew what you was doing and you still did it for the pape, come on, my nigga. Knock it off. Knock that shit off. Knock it off. Knock it off. So that's the thing, is a lot of these people try to pretend, oh, well, I didn't know. Then your kids see it and he's like, come on now. Prime example, Kim Kardashian. You knew that when you put the sex tape out, your kids will eventually see that. And you weighed the options. And you said, hey, listen, Mom, we can put this out and this could blow the brand up so much so to where we can monetize off of it because we got so much attention. We can monetize and make money off of this publicity stunt, right? We can take something that was a negative and turn it into a positive, right? But I'm going to grow up and my kids are going to grow up knowing that their mom had a sex tape. And they weighed the options. And we see how that's turning out now. Multiple B's. I got multiple B's. So we see why you made the choice. But will your kids still be affected by that? I'm sure they will. But it's give or take. So it is what it is. Point being, make the right choices. Make the right choices. Know everything that you do. Just know that your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your sisters, your brothers, your mothers, your cousins, your whoever will one day possibly see that because it's floating around the internet. And if you're not proud of it, then you shouldn't have did it in the first place. And we all got moments that we're not proud of. But to continue to do shit that you're not proud of every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year for the pay, I don't know. And turn around and be like, oh, nah, I was. And you was of your right mind. That's crazy to me. But teach his own. As again, man, I appreciate the love and support. Appreciate y'all watching all the time on some real shit, man. I usually say that at the end of my videos, but this is me being 1000% real. I see y'all comments, man. I see more people hopping on here and just showing the love. And I see more people like, I'm seeing the same people come back and comment and saying, hey, yo, we fuck with you, this and that. So y'all got to understand, like, that means so much to me because, again, I get on here and I just pop my shit or whatever, but I try to give real value. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all are subscribing, you know what I'm saying, and constantly watching my shit and constantly supporting, even the people that's getting on here talking shit, Dre, your shit weak, your shit, like, again, y'all are still helping the video be pushed out. The people that get on here and argue with me, right, and y'all want to go back and forth, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's part of the work. It's part of the work. And it helps me in the algorithm push my videos. So again, man, I appreciate all y'all too. So man, thanks for the love, thanks for the support always, man. Good or bad, man. I fuck with y'all and I appreciate y'all fucking with me. Again, man, till next time.